7 Foods That Bring Your Hair Back to Life. Dr. William Lee. It's a distressing reality for countless individuals. Your hair is gradually but relentlessly falling out, and you may not even comprehend the underlying causes until the damage has become profoundly visible. Every single day, through seemingly innocuous choices, you are inadvertently engaging in habits that are systematically compromising the very foundation of your hair follicles from within. What makes this silent assault particularly insidious is the common misconception that you are adhering to a healthy lifestyle, perhaps even believing you are making optimal dietary choices. Yet, beneath the surface, your scalp is, metaphorically speaking, urgently signaling for assistance. This silent plea goes unheard because the destructive processes unfold with such subtle, gradual progression, manifesting as imperceptible cellular degradation until, one fateful day, you confront your reflection in the mirror and are confronted by the stark absence of the once luxurious mane you remembered. The profound truth is that hair loss transcends mere genetics or the inexorable march of age. It is fundamentally a direct consequence of the nourishment, or lack thereof, you are providing to your body on a consistent, daily basis. A vast majority of people are getting this absolutely wrong, often to their detriment, unknowingly accelerating the demise of their hair. However, there exists a powerful, natural pathway to revitalization. This discussion will unveil 7 specific food categories that possess the remarkable capacity to literally resuscitate dying hair follicles, reverse the insidious process of thinning, and actively stimulate robust new growth in ways that will undoubtedly astonish you. This isn't about resorting to exorbitantly priced, ephemeral treatments or placing blind faith in miracle products that offer fleeting hope. Instead, this profound transformation is rooted in the strategic consumption of real, wholesome foods that operate at the most fundamental cellular level, working diligently from the root upwards to completely rejuvenate your hair. For the full spectrum of these transformative benefits to be understood, it is imperative to delve into each revelation until the very end as we embark on a countdown from number 7, meticulously saving the most potent, hair-reviving food for the ultimate unveiling. Before we immerse ourselves in these life-changing insights, we encourage you to engage with this content by hitting that like button, sharing your age in the comments section, and thereby contributing to the expansion of this invaluable health community, fostering collective well-being. Let's commence this journey with number 7, a revelation that may genuinely surprise many because the immense power of this particular substance for comprehensive hair restoration remains largely unrecognized. We are referring to collagen, specifically recommending a daily intake of 10 grams of high-quality collagen peptides. This isn't merely another fleeting trend in the ever-expanding landscape of dietary supplements. Rather, collagen is the quintessential structural building block that your hair unequivocally requires for its very survival, its strength, and its resilience. To truly grasp its significance, consider the intricate biological processes unfolding within your body at this very moment. Your hair, in its entirety, is predominantly composed of a fibrous protein known as keratin. For your body to efficiently and effectively synthesize this crucial keratin, it demands a steady and ample supply of specific amino acids, with glycine and proline being particularly paramount. Collagen, in its natural composition, is an abundant reservoir, absolutely saturated with massive quantities of both these vital amino acids. Therefore, when you conscientiously consume collagen peptides, you are essentially furnishing your hair follicles with the precise foundational raw materials they imperatively need to construct robust, resilient hair strands from their deepest internal structures outwards. The multifaceted role of glycine within collagen extends beyond merely supporting the existing hair structure. It actively stimulates your body's intrinsic ability to produce more collagen naturally, thereby initiating and perpetuating an extraordinary cycle of hair strengthening that progressively compounds its benefits over time. Complementing glycine, proline operates in synergistic harmony, collaboratively forming the intricate structural framework of each hair strand. This partnership imbues individual strands with enhanced flexibility, rendering them remarkably resistant to breakage, a tangible benefit that translates directly into significantly less hair accumulating in your brush, and, crucially, more hair remaining firmly anchored on your head, precisely where it belongs. However, the influence of collagen truly becomes captivating in its broader impact. Collagen doesn't merely fortify your existing hair, it actively cultivates and supports a conducive scalp environment, which is the indispensable nursery for nascent hair growth. It achieves this by profoundly improving microcirculation to the scalp, ensuring a robust and consistent delivery of vital nutrients directly to those dormant, undernourished follicles that have long been deprived of proper sustenance. The fundamental principle governing collagen's efficacy is unwavering consistency. Given that collagen operates cumulatively within your physiological system, it is absolutely essential to consistently meet that 10-gram daily target. This can be seamlessly integrated into your routine, whether by dissolving a high-quality powdered form into your morning coffee or smoothie, or by regularly consuming collagen-rich bone broth. A prevalent error many people commit is consuming collagen sporadically or in quantities insufficient to elicit a discernible difference. Yet, when you commit to a disciplined intake of 10 grams every single day, you can anticipate observable results, such as the emergence of delicate baby hairs sprouting along your hairline within an encouraging time frame of 8 to 12 weeks. Concurrently, your existing hair will undergo a remarkable transformation, feeling noticeably thicker, stronger, and possessing a vitality it hasn't exhibited in years. Advancing to number 6, the potential for tangible improvements becomes even more pronounced because this particular food category is likely a staple already present in your kitchen, though you are probably not consuming it in quantities sufficient to leverage its full hair-benefiting potential. We are referring to vitamin C-rich fruits. Your delicate hair follicles are under relentless, constant assault from a pervasive biological phenomenon known as oxidative stress. This process essentially represents cellular damage precipitated by an accumulation of highly reactive molecules called free radicals, which are generated from diverse sources including environmental pollution, chronic psychological stress, suboptimal dietary choices, and the unavoidable natural process of aging itself. Vitamin C stands as one of the most potent and indispensable antioxidants available to your body, directly neutralizing these destructive free radicals before they can inflict irreversible damage upon your precious hair follicles. Beyond its crucial role as an antioxidant, vitamin C performs an even more critical function directly pertinent to robust hair growth. It is absolutely indispensable for the efficient production of collagen. This means that without an adequate supply of vitamin C, your body is simply incapable of effectively utilizing the amino acids derived from your diet to assemble the collagen that your hair so desperately requires. To illustrate this vital interdependency, consider a scenario where you diligently consume all the right proteins and even faithfully take collagen supplements. If, however, you are concurrently deficient in vitamin C, your body literally lacks the essential molecular machinery to construct those foundational building blocks into functional, usable collagen for your hair. Furthermore, beyond its pivotal role in collagen production, vitamin C dramatically enhances the absorption of iron from the foods you consume. This is a critical point, as iron deficiency is globally recognized as one of the leading underlying causes of hair loss, a concern particularly prevalent among women. Therefore, by consciously increasing your intake of vitamin C-rich fruits, you are synergistically amplifying the efficacy of all the other hair-healthy foods you integrate into your diet. The premier natural sources of vitamin C are widely accessible and delicious, including oranges, strawberries, kiwis, and guavas. However, it would be remiss to overlook the often underestimated powerhouses such as papaya and pineapple, which are not only absolutely brimming with vitamin C, but also provide additional digestive enzymes that further support overall nutrient absorption, maximizing the benefits of your diet. The optimal recommendation is to aim for at least 2 generous servings of vitamin C-rich fruits daily. Here's an invaluable professional tip: prioritize consuming them fresh and raw whenever feasible, as vitamin C is notoriously sensitive to heat and can significantly degrade during the cooking process, thereby diminishing its potency. For context, a single medium-sized orange typically provides approximately 70 milligrams mg of vitamin C, while a standard cup of strawberries delivers nearly 90 milligrams. This means that merely 2 servings can effortlessly elevate your intake well beyond the recommended daily allowance, propelling you into the optimal range for exemplary hair health. What's particularly fascinating about vitamin C is its additional capacity to assist your body in managing the effects of the hormone DHT, which is widely recognized as a primary culprit behind pattern baldness in both men and women. It achieves this by supporting healthy circulation to the scalp and diligently maintaining the structural integrity of the delicate blood vessels that supply and nourish your vital hair follicles. Coming in at number 5, we spotlight dark leafy greens, a category where we will delve into 3 absolute powerhouse nutrients that your hair simply cannot thrive, let alone survive, without iron, folate, and additional vitamin C, all conveniently packaged within these remarkable vegetables. The unequivocal connection between adequate iron levels and robust hair health is so profound that medical professionals routinely conduct tests for iron deficiency when patients present with concerns regarding excessive hair. Increase in hair shedding precisely because the follicles cannot sustain their normal, vigorous production cycle. Numerous scientific studies have established a direct correlation between folate deficiency and adverse hair conditions, including premature graying and accelerated hair loss, particularly observed in individuals experiencing chronic stress or those adhering to suboptimal diets, notably lacking in fresh vegetables. The recommendation is to incorporate at least 2 generous cups of dark leafy greens into your diet every single day. The most effective strategy to achieve this is to thoughtfully rotate your greens throughout the week, ensuring you derive a diverse spectrum of nutrients. For instance, enjoy spinach one day, kale the next, followed by Swiss chard and then arugula. This varied approach guarantees that you are not inadvertently missing out on any specific beneficial compounds that the different types of greens uniquely offer. A common query revolves around the efficacy of raw versus cooked greens. Here's the practical insight: lightly steaming or gently sautéing these greens can actually increase the bioavailability of certain key nutrients, such as iron, while simultaneously making it considerably easier to consume larger, more beneficial quantities. Thus, while a substantial raw salad is excellent, a perfectly cooked side of greens served with dinner is equally potent in delivering essential hair-healthy compounds. Now, we transition to number 4, a pivotal point where healthy fats emerge as your hair's staunchest ally. We are specifically discussing nuts and seeds, which deliver a perfect synergistic combination of vitamin E, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids, a trifecta of nutrients in which most people are severely deficient. Let's commence with vitamin E, as this is undeniably one of the most consistently underrated nutrients for comprehensive hair health. It functions as a fat-soluble antioxidant, diligently protecting your scalp and hair follicles from the detrimental effects of oxidative damage. Beyond its antioxidant prowess, it possesses an extraordinary ability to significantly enhance blood circulation to the scalp, thereby ensuring that all the other crucial nutrients we've discussed actually reach and nourish your hair follicles effectively. Research has compellingly demonstrated that individuals experiencing hair loss exhibit significantly lower systemic levels of vitamin E compared to those blessed with healthy, full hair. Furthermore, when these individuals actively increase their intake of vitamin E through food sources, they report noticeable improvements in hair density and an accelerated rate of hair growth. Almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts stand out as absolute powerhouses of vitamin E. Remarkably, merely a quarter cup of sunflower seeds can provide nearly 80% of your daily vitamin E requirements. But the nutritional contributions of nuts and seeds do not end there. They are also among the finest natural sources of zinc, a trace mineral that is absolutely critical for the healthy growth and repair of hair tissue. Zinc additionally plays a vital role in maintaining the proper functioning of the oil glands strategically situated around your follicles, ensuring a balanced scalp environment. In fact, zinc deficiency is recognized as one of the most common nutritional causes of hair loss, a problem particularly prevalent in populations consuming diets rich in processed foods. Pumpkin seeds are notably abundant in zinc, alongside walnuts and cashews. The beautiful synergy of these foods is that they concurrently deliver omega-3 fatty acids, which are renowned for their capacity to reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, including critically your scalp. Inflammation is a silent assassin of hair health because it severely disrupts the normal growth cycle of your follicles, effectively holding them captive in a prolonged resting phase instead of actively producing new hair. The omega-3s present in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds diligently work to calm this inflammatory response while simultaneously nourishing the delicate cell membranes of your hair follicles, rendering them more receptive to nutrient uptake. To maximize these benefits, you should aim to consume a diverse assortment of nuts and seeds every day, targeting approximately a quarter cup in total. If your diet does not regularly include fish, then it becomes even more imperative to focus heavily on walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds to ensure an adequate intake of those crucial plant-based omega-3s, alpha-linolenic acid or ALA. An important note on sourcing: always prioritize buying raw or dry roasted nuts and seeds, specifically avoiding those with added oils or excessive salt. Heavily processed versions often lose significant nutritional potency and can frequently contain inflammatory oils that counteract their intended benefits. Moving upwards to number 3, we arrive at eggs, a dietary staple where we must unequivocally discuss the profound importance of biotin. This particular B vitamin is absolutely essential for the efficient production of keratin, the primary structural protein of hair. While a severe, overt biotin deficiency is relatively uncommon, even marginal subclinical deficiencies can undeniably lead to noticeable hair thinning and unfortunate hair loss. Eggs stand as one of the richest, most bioavailable natural sources of biotin, with the vast majority of it concentrated within the yolk. A single large egg contains approximately 10 micrograms of biotin, while the official recommended daily intake for biotin is typically around 30 micrograms. Most hair health experts concur that optimal hair health benefits significantly from higher, consistent amounts. However, eggs are far more than just a source of biotin. They represent a complete protein source, meticulously containing all 9 essential amino acids that your body requires, but is incapable of synthesizing on its own. Your hair follicles, these tiny biological factories, are in a constant state of activity, perpetually utilizing these amino acids to construct new hair proteins every single minute of every single day. Consequently, the quality of the protein you consume directly and profoundly influences the quality of the hair your follicles are able to produce. Eggs also providentially contain selenium, a vital trace mineral that is intricately involved in the activation of various enzymes crucial for supporting robust hair growth and providing essential protection against pervasive oxidative damage. Furthermore, eggs are one of the precious few natural food sources of vitamin D, a nutrient that plays an absolutely crucial role in initiating and sustaining the creation of new hair follicles. Emerging research consistently demonstrates a strong link between vitamin D deficiency and various forms of alopecia and generalized hair loss. Choline, another nutrient found in eggs, is often an underappreciated powerhouse for hair health. It is fundamentally involved in a myriad of cellular processes, including critical signaling pathways that instruct hair follicles to transition into their active growth phase. The unfortunate reality is that most individuals do not consume nearly enough choline in their regular diets, and eggs are unequivocally the best source, with a single large egg providing approximately 147 milligrams of this critical nutrient. The method by which you prepare your eggs also carries significance. Overcooking them at excessively high temperatures can unfortunately degrade and destroy some of the more delicate nutrients. Therefore, it is advisable to aim for soft-boiled, poached, or gently scrambled eggs to preserve their full nutritional integrity. For optimal hair benefits, you should strive to consume at least 2 to 3 whole eggs daily. And yes, emphasize on whole eggs, because the yolk is precisely where the majority of the beneficial biotin, choline, vitamin D, and healthy fats are concentrated, forming a comprehensive hair-nourishing package. Now we arrive at number 2, where the concentration of omega-3 fatty acids reaches a truly serious level because we are talking about fatty fish such as wild salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These oceanic superfoods deliver these essential fats in quantities that are simply impossible to procure from plant-based sources alone. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically the highly beneficial eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, are directly incorporated into the intricate cell membranes of your scalp and hair follicle cells. This incorporation renders these membranes more fluid, more responsive to the uptake of vital nutrients, and ultimately more efficient in all their complex cellular processes, crucially including the vital process of hair growth. These particular fatty acids are also incredibly potent anti-inflammatory agents that operate systemically throughout your entire body. However, they exert an especially powerful and beneficial effect on scalp inflammation, which is universally recognized as one of the primary silent drivers of hair thinning in both men and women. When you consistently incorporate fatty fish into your diet, you are, in essence, actively dousing the destructive inflammatory fire in your scalp that has been slowly but surely strangling your hair follicles and impeding their optimal function. Yet, the benefits of fatty fish extend far beyond mere inflammation reduction. The protein found in fatty fish is of exceptionally high quality and is remarkably easily digestible, meaning your body can efficiently break it down and rapidly utilize those liberated amino acids for immediate hair protein synthesis. Salmon is particularly noteworthy and impressive because it also contains astaxanthin, an extraordinarily powerful antioxidant responsible for the fish's characteristic pink coloration. Astaxanthin provides an additional layer of robust protection for your hair follicles against the pervasive threat of oxidative stress and even potential UV damage. While mackerel and sardines may not command the same popular appeal as salmon, they are, in many respects, even more nutrient-dense, boasting even higher concentrations of beneficial omega-3s. A single 3-ounce serving of salmon typically contains approximately 1.5 to 2 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, and the recommended target is to consume at least 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week. The vitamin D content in fatty fish is equally crucial because vitamin D is directly involved in the complex process of creating new hair follicles. Indeed, a deficiency in this vital vitamin has been strongly linked to various autoimmune hair loss, conditions such as alopecia areata. What further amplifies the power of fatty fish is its selenium content, a trace mineral that works synergistically with omega-3s to support optimal thyroid function. Thyroid issues are alarmingly one of the most common underlying causes of unexplained and persistent hair loss. Your thyroid hormones meticulously regulate metabolism in every single cell of your body, including your hair follicles. When thyroid function becomes suboptimal, hair growth dramatically slows, and an unfortunate increase in hair shedding becomes inevitable. Whenever possible, wild-caught fatty fish is preferable to farmed varieties due to its potentially superior nutrient profile and lower exposure to certain contaminants. However, if farmed fish is the only readily available option, it remains infinitely better to consume farmed fatty fish than to entirely forego this exceptionally beneficial food category, thereby missing out on its profound hair health advantages. And finally, we have arrived at number 1, the absolute most critically important food category for profoundly revitalizing your hair and bringing it back to life: high-quality protein from sources like lean chicken and nutrient-dense Greek yogurt. At the most fundamental biological level, your hair is literally constructed of protein, and absolutely nothing else you consume will yield lasting results if you are not consistently ingesting enough high-quality protein to adequately support the rigorous demands of hair growth. This is precisely where a vast number of people inadvertently fail without even realizing the root cause. They may be consuming sufficient calories, perhaps even embracing what they perceive as healthy foods, but they are consistently failing to provide anywhere near the quantity of protein their hair follicles desperately require to produce strong, healthy hair consistently day after day. Your hair follicles are, remarkably, among the most metabolically active tissues in your entire body. They are perpetually dividing, constantly synthesizing new proteins, a relentless process that necessitates a steady and ample supply of amino acids derived directly from your diet every single day. When dietary protein intake becomes inadequate, your body is compelled to make difficult physiological choices about where to allocate its limited available protein resources. And regrettably, guess what non-essential function gets cut first in this prioritization? Your hair. This is because, from a primordial survival standpoint, hair is considered non-essential for immediate existence. Your body will invariably prioritize the sustenance and function of vital organs over the luxury of robust hair growth. This stark reality explains why individuals adhering to very low protein diets often experience dramatic and widespread hair shedding a few months after initiating such dietary restrictions. Chicken, particularly lean chicken breast, stands out as one of the most efficient and readily available sources of complete protein you can consume. It is inherently low in fat, yet absolutely packed with the full spectrum of essential amino acids that your hair so critically needs. A modest 4-ounce serving of chicken breast typically contains approximately 35 grams of protein. If you strategically incorporate chicken into 2 meals a day, you are already securing a substantial 70 grams of high-quality protein from this single source alone, laying a strong foundation for hair health. Greek yogurt is another absolute powerhouse for hair health. Ingeniously, combining high-quality protein with beneficial probiotics that support a thriving gut microbiome. Emerging scientific research increasingly demonstrates a direct and profound connection between optimal gut health and robust hair health, mediated primarily through efficient nutrient absorption. A single cup of plain Greek yogurt can contain anywhere from 15 to 20 grams of protein, making it an excellent protein booster. Furthermore, it is rich in vitamin B5, also known as pantothenic acid, which scientific studies have shown to support hair follicle health and may actively help prevent hair thinning. The calcium present in Greek yogurt also contributes positively by supporting the secretion of various hormones and enzymes intricately involved in the complex process of hair growth. To be truly serious about maximizing your hair growth potential, you need to be consistently consuming at least 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. This means that if you weigh, for example, 150 pounds, you would require a minimum daily intake of 105 to 150 grams of protein. The sobering reality is that most people are not even remotely close to achieving these optimal numbers. The timing of your protein intake is also of considerable importance. Strategically spreading your protein consumption throughout the day ensures that your hair follicles benefit from a constant and steady supply of amino acids, rather than receiving a huge, singular influx and then running on empty for extended periods. Breakfast, in particular, holds significant importance because, after an overnight fast, your body naturally enters a catabolic state, breaking down tissues, including valuable hair proteins. Consuming 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast effectively halts this breakdown and swiftly shifts your body into an anabolic, growth-promoting state. Greek yogurt, served with berries and a sprinkle of nuts, makes for a perfect high-protein breakfast, as do scrambled eggs accompanied by sautéed greens, or a portion of chicken breast paired with sweet potato. The quality of your protein sources matters enormously. Always prioritize whole food sources like chicken, fish, eggs, and Greek yogurt. If you opt to use protein powder, choose a high-quality, minimally processed option. Your hair is, quite literally, a complex protein structure extending from your scalp. Every single strand is meticulously built from the amino acids that originated from the food you consumed. Therefore, if your aspiration is to achieve thicker, stronger, and faster-growing hair, you must, without exception, establish high-quality protein as the indispensable foundation of every single day's nutrition. So there you have it. The 7 profoundly impactful food categories that possess the inherent capacity to literally transform your hair from the inside out. This holistic approach begins with establishing high-quality protein as your absolute nutritional foundation, providing the essential building blocks for hair structure. This is then synergistically complemented by the inclusion of fatty fish for their critical omega-3 fatty acids, eggs for their biotin and complete amino acid profile, nuts and seeds for vital vitamin E and zinc, dark leafy greens for indispensable iron and folate, vitamin C-rich fruits to actively support robust collagen production, and finally, collagen peptides themselves to directly supply the precise structural components your hair desperately needs. The overarching and most crucial factor binding all these elements together is unwavering consistency. You cannot simply consume salmon once and realistically anticipate dramatic, lasting results. It is imperative to seamlessly integrate these nutrient-dense foods as a regular and consistent part of your daily routine, consciously building your meals around these extraordinarily beneficial options. Start tomorrow by embracing a high-protein breakfast, perhaps a generous serving of Greek yogurt adorned with fresh berries and a scattering of nuts. For lunch, prepare a substantial salad featuring an abundance of dark leafy greens, topped generously with grilled chicken or a flaky portion of salmon. Dinner should consistently include another serving of quality protein paired with a vibrant medley of vegetables. Remember to mix in your collagen peptides daily, ensuring that vital building block is consistently present in your system. Keep an array of fresh fruit readily available for healthy snacks throughout the day. By diligently adhering to this nutrient-rich regimen, you can anticipate observable changes within an encouraging time frame of 8 to 12 weeks. You will begin to notice the exciting emergence of delicate baby hairs sprouting along your hairline, a significant reduction in the amount of hair left in your brush, and a palpable transformation in your existing hair, which will feel noticeably thicker, stronger, and more vibrant. If this comprehensive video has illuminated your path to healthier hair, we earnestly encourage you to smash that like button, drop a comment sharing your age to connect with our community, and subscribe for more evidence-based health content that genuinely delivers impactful results.